let's start there. Gunjan, what is going on? Can you understand it any better than we are?
Look, it seems like the meme stocks are back, at least for now. You know, with Bed Bath & Beyond, we're seeing this struggling retailer. It's burning cash. Its bonds are trading at distressed levels. Yet take a look at what's going on with the stock, with the options. Yesterday, Bed Bath & Beyond calls were some of the most popular options in the entire market, behind options tied to SPY. So we are seeing something that's reminiscent a little bit, of course, of last year's meme mania.
Yeah, so what does it tell us, Gunjan, then? Let's be practical about this. What does this tell us about the broader rally when we've seen the NASDAQ come back some 20%? Andrew and I were talking about it a little earlier. These are low-quality names. Does that make it a low-quality rally?
You know, I'm not sure if it makes it a low quality rally, because broadly we have seen some of those recession fears ease lately in terms of this rally. But I would like to point out that we've seen the memes come back from time to time. We saw that at the end of the first quarter, when the broader market started rallying. We saw the memes come back a little bit. But this does tell us that speculation is not gone from the market. We saw retail purchases of options hit the highest level since April recently. Obviously, these meme stocks are going crazy again. For all the gloom and doom that we started this year with, and that we saw for a lot of the year, people are still willing to jump in, and they're willing to speculate.
Right. Gunjan, I hate to be too paternalistic about the situation. How much of this is really the retail trade versus how much of this is the institutional trade riding on the back, or perhaps even taking advantage of the retail trade?
So what's really interesting is that I saw some data showing that individual investors' purchases of Bed Bath & Beyond recently surpassed levels that we saw in 2021, which kind of shocked me, because when we think about the meme stocks coming back, I think broadly speaking, activity has been below levels that we saw last year. And at first, at least, it seemed like this isn't a redo of GameStop. But at least with Bed Bath & Beyond, we are seeing purchases surpass those levels, though I'm sure institutional investors are also in the mix.
I wish we could figure this out, but how many of the traders, retail or otherwise, that are putting on this trade do you think were the same folks putting on the trade a year and a half ago at this point? Or do we think this is a new group, a new gang?
One thing that I think is really, really important to keep in mind is that things have changed since early last year. Even when you look at Wall Street bets, you know, people I was speaking with earlier this year said, a lot of the veteran traders have left Wall Street bets. So this cast of retail investors, it has evolved. And I think it's tough to paint it with a broad brush. And I would be reluctant to say, hey, it's the exact same people. Though I do think a lot of professional investors kind of thought retail's going to, flee the market as soon as things get tough. It doesn't look like they've done that. A lot of retail investors have hung around. We recently saw retail investors make up around 12% of equities trading.